Have you ever walked outside and been hit by a strong smell that stops you in your tracks? Now imagine living with that smell every single day.
Residents and businesses in central Hammond are unfortunately affected by a strong, unbearable odor in the air, which we suspect is originating from the Hammond Sanitation District.
According to the Hammond Sanitary District website, its purpose is to collect, transmit, store, and treat sewage and stormwater from the city of Hammond and the town of Munster. Our group decided to dig deeper into the strange smell and wanted to understand what is causing it and how it's affecting the community.
We began by speaking with Jeffrey Macy, the superintendent of the wastewater treatment and stormwater coordinator. Jeff Macy stated that he has worked with the Sanitary District of Hammond for 36 years. He started as a chemist in the lab and worked his way up to his current position. When asked about the facility's primary function, he stated, "The main function of the plant is to treat wastewater and produce clean water." We also learned that odors from the wastewater treatment plant, also known as the WWTP, have been tested across the U.S. and found to pose health risks to humans or wildlife. We sometimes get odor complaints from neighbors of the WWTP, but we strive to minimize odors leaving the plant to the best of our ability. Jeff stated, and he leaves it at that. These are responses sent through email.
In addition to Hammond and Munster, the facility owners also treat water from Highland, Griffith, and Whiting. Now that we have a better understanding of the importance of the facility, we are still waiting for an answer to our main question. What is that smell?
Well, what kind of questions you got?
It's just about the air quality, around
This
this
area.
You're asking about the air quality in this area. Horrible.
Yeah.
It smells that we're next.
We tried to meet with Jeff Macy and asked for an inside look at the plant to further understand the importance and to put the pieces together. Jeff was unfortunately unable to meet, and when we agreed to dates, he would push them back. This left our group wondering if he is always this unavailable, and if so, how does the community get any clarification on the odors and spills?
According to the Hammond Sanitary District Sewer Maintenance, under the What We Don't Do section, they do not address spills or odor complaints. If anyone has questions or concerns, they are directed to contact Jeff Macy. If Jeff Macy is the contact person, we question his consistency in responses. Our group has become aware of his pattern of pushing back and canceling our meeting dates.
We decided to take matters into our own hands and created a survey based on air quality and odor impact. This survey included questions like, have you noticed any foul smells? Can you describe the smell? How often do you notice it? And if you or anyone in your household has experienced any health symptoms that may be related to the smell. We handed out these printed surveys to many homes, the Hammond Animal Control Center, and the Sicko gas station. Our group was shocked once we got the survey results.
Almost every survey states that they have noticed the odor in the air, that it smells like sewage, and that it's constantly around. We were extremely intrigued when we noticed how many people replied yes to our question asking if the smell affects their daily activities. One person even replied that they suffered from headaches, breathing issues, nausea, and dizziness due to the air quality in the area. we decided to take a step beyond the surveys and get on a call with a person that used to live in the Hammond area. How long did you live in the Hammond area under the HSD building?
The anonymous person replied,
We lived in Hammond for about 12 years. We moved for a few reasons, primarily family issues, but living right next to the plant pushed us into moving further away. The only thing that separated us from the facility was the Little Calumet River. The smell and air quality was horrendous and affected mine and my children's quality of life. My son had bad asthma and would get flare-ups every here and there. But now that we live in Griffith, he rarely gets them anymore.
We asked if she ever tried to file a complaint about this issue, and she stated that unfortunately she did not, because she was afraid that the city would have ignored her or swept the complaint under the rug. Towards the end of our on-call interview, we asked the following question. If you had the chance to talk to local officials or reps, what would you tell them?
It
enter foul language.
stinks. We residents are right next door, and it is not okay. We're dealing with these issues constantly, and nothing is being done about it. Instead of bringing the old school rapper Snoop Dogg into Hammond for festivals, we should be working on fixing our current water system.
We thanked our interviewee for their trust and honesty. We quickly realized that the odor deeply impacts many people in our community. Sadly, the people aren't the only ones being affected by this issue. As we gathered videos, we realized how much the wildlife was also suffering. This is a river that runs behind the district with an opening that is rumored to be used to dispose of excess waste products from the Hammond Sanitation District. Though we couldn't clear up this rumor and many other questions we had, we made sense with what we could.
Through our email with Jeff, we learned that high-strength waste from industrial users may aid in the formation of H2S, only enhancing the rotten egg smell. The sanitary district attempts to get rid of the H2S in the sewers through irradiation tanks and aerobatic treatment, but the smell unfortunately stays. They have also ran fire hydrants to help flush the sewers, along with a beta testing chemical-based air suppression unit to help neutralize the airborne odors that may leave the plant.
Jeff Macy says Hammond was built as a combined sewer system, meaning that rainwater and sewage entered the same sewer. Through our short surveys, we also are aware that the odor does have great impacts on residents living nearby, and it seems as if nothing will ever change.
We bring up Jeffrey Macy a lot because it seemed like his short emails were the only answers we were getting about this problem. We began our research to find out where the odor is coming from. But as our research went on, we noticed and quickly realized that many factors play into this issue. Although the main source of odor comes from the Hammond Sanitary District, other factors play into worsening the smell.
Without the Hammond Sanitations, we would not have any clean water, and our sewage water would have nowhere to go.
But that still doesn't make what's going on right.
This research was not to point fingers at the plant, but to ask questions. What is in our air? Who is protecting it? What can be done moving forward?
Everyone deserves good air quality, no matter where you are from. As college students, we believe that it is important for people to be informed about this matter. And as we move forward, we urge students affected by this issue to reach out to involved parties and make their voices heard. We ask the City of Hammond to look deeper into this issue and offer their assistance in getting something done about it.
We must stand together while facing this issue because the air you breathe shouldn't make you hold your breath.
What is in our air? Who is protecting it? What can be done moving forward? What is in our air? Who is protecting it? What can be done moving forward? What is in our air? Who is protecting us? What can be done moving forward?